6-time U.S. Open champion, 2008 doubles world champion, 2-time all-around champion, and 7-time Mosconi Cup member. Just a few of the accomplishments that the current #1 pool player in the United States has achieved. Shane Van Boening turned pro in 2006. He not only has brought home a lot of hardware, but has also gained praise and respect by pool players all over the world. Shane says that comes from a lot of hard work.
After competing all these tournaments, I decided that I'm gonna have to work harder for myself and dedicate myself to practice. And to get to where I'm at right now is take about 6 to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. I work real hard, dedicate myself, and just wanted to be one of the best pool players in the world.
Shane was nicknamed early on in his professional career by his fellow competitors.
All of a sudden, I hear people calling, "Oh, there's a kid from South Dakota. He played pretty good." And every time when I walk into a pool room around the country, they don't really know my real name. They just know that I'm known as the South Dakota kid.
Van Boening has been playing pool all of his life. Growing up in Rapid City, Shane learned early on that he was destined to be the best.
As a child, I used to sit in a baby chair and watch people play pool in the pool room. And I watched my family play pool, and I watched my friend.
This kid was so entertaining. Like I say, at 2 years old, he just seemed to know everything that you should be knowing when you're 18. He just immediately picked up by watching.
Gary Bloomberg, Shane's grandfather, owned a string of pool halls when Shane was young. Although Shane's love for pool probably started there, it was a gift from his grandfather that seemed to catch his eye.
At Christmas time, I bought him this miniature table, and he had all his toys out there, and when he got to the pool table, which was wrapped up, the minute we tore it, he dropped all of his toys. I handed him the cue, put the balls on the table, and incidentally, he made his first shot. And has been making them a lot since, believe me.
Shane and his grandfather attended local trade shows where they performed trick shot exhibitions. This is where Gary knew that his grandson was meant to play pool.
To me, that was so cute. I bought him a little suit, put the tie on it. He was so proud. He couldn't wait to get up there. People would gather around. He couldn't wait to get to the table and shoot the shots. He just loved it. Almost had to drag him away from the table.
Shane's mother, Timmy Bloomberg, was an outstanding pool player herself, dominating the state tournaments with her sister and her mother. The whole family made pool playing a big part of their lives, and Shane was no different. Or was he? When he was just 16 months old, Timmy's friend noticed something about Shane that would change their lives forever.
A friend of mine came over, and she asked me where Shane was. And I stomped on the floor, and I yelled his name. And she looked at me and said, "Why did you stomp on the floor?" I said, "I didn't." "Yeah, you did." And then she said, he can't hear.
Shane was born with near total loss of hearing in both ears.
A normal conversation like this would be at around 30 to 40. And without hearing aids, Shane hears at 80 and 85. So with his hearing aids, I think it brings it down to about 30. So there's still that lower part of a conversation though.
It wasn't easy growing up with a hearing impairment. Shane found comfort in the game of pool.
My hearing impairment, when I go in school, is there were a lot of bullies in my days. And when I go play pool, it's just a different world for me where I don't have to worry about that.
In grade school, the school district wanted Shane to use an FM system to pipe the teacher's audio into Shane's ears. But Timmy thought that would label him as handicapped and wanted him to learn and function by himself.
We had different battles while he was growing up because they wanted to treat him handicapped, and I wanted him to be functioning normal. The way he articulates now, I think, is pretty good, as severe as a hearing loss that he has.
Shane says this helped him learn how to speak and communicate with others. But where he really learned to communicate was at the pool hall.
What helped me the most is that when I grew up in the pool room I grew up with my friends, and this is where I can get my better communication with people. Otherwise, most hearing impaired people out there, they don't really speak very well.
Some say the hearing impairment is an advantage during a pool match.
He's so focused it wouldn't make any difference, really, if he was hearing or if he wasn't.
If I have an important match, if I really want to win, I usually turn them off. And, it's a complete different situation where you don't have to hear any noises or distractions. A lot of professional pool players are complaining that I don't hear anything when I'm playing pool, and they do. And a couple years ago, they almost made a rule where, it's not fair. And the last couple years, I leave them on. That way, I don't feel bad for other people. I just try to make it fair for everybody.
I think one of the coolest thing I've ever heard him say was when one of his opponents said, well, yeah, you should win. You don't have any outside interferences at all. Or, Shane said, put on earplugs, you'll be just like me.
Being a role model isn't something Shane aspires to do, but something he has grown into because of his hard work, his attitude towards others, and the respect from his fellow competitors. He's also a role model for the hearing impaired, something he looks forward to pursuing into the future.
The role model thing that he's got going on with that, it's not just that, little kids can look up to him and go, I want to be a world champion like him. How about all the handicapped kids that can look and go, you know what, I don't have to be handicapped. I can actually function normal and do normal things and utilize a disability so that I have more ability in some other area. So Shane's a great role model for things like that.
I want to help other hearing impaired kids and have them have a good future for themselves and let them know that you can do whatever you want. And I think that's important for me.
Oh, this is fabulous. Good shot.